Welcome to Z's and 3.
For the win, yes!
And welcome to all of our new subscribers. The goal was to get to over 100 before the end of the regular season. We were at 197 prior to recording last night. Now at 6:38, shout out to y'all. Appreciate you coming along for the ride and for the show. Everything that you need to know as we go down the home stretch of the NBA regular season. That means the fun is just getting started. Playoffs right around the corner. Games with playoff seeding implication. Thursday night, Wolves, Grizzlies, Anthony Edwards, Morant. About as much personality as you can get on the court for those two teams with their young stars. Both great signature shoes as well. They're right back there. Knicks, Pistons, 3-4 and 5-6 in the East. Those spot swaps could still happen. Let you know how. Plenty to catch you up on. If you aren't subscribed yet, please hit that button, like and subscribe. Let's get you caught up. Group chat. Game of the night. Group chat. Game of the night. Minnesota Timberwolves, Memphis Grizzlies. Two teams coming into Thursday evening separated by just a game. The Grizzlies winners of their last three. The Wolves trying to recover from blowing the largest fourth quarter lead in NBA history. In the play-by-play era. It started in 96-97. They didn't track those things going all the way back. So let's just say the largest fourth quarter lead in NBA history. They were up 24 Monday night in their loss to the Bucks. The stakes for this one, a Minnesota win, would bring them level with the Warriors and Grizzlies, but not elevate them out of the 8 due to the three-way tiebreak rule of better win percentage amongst the three teams. I swear I have spent so much time poring over the NBA tiebreak rule document. Yes, that is what the tiebreak would be for three or more teams. That could come into play further down the line. Memphis' loss would drop them from the 6 to the 7, and that is the big line because the last team in that top 6 is guaranteed to be in a playoff spot. The 7 is where the play-in begins. So playoffs to play-in, that at stake. Still games to play. 72-67 at the half in favor of the Grizzlies. But how about the Wolves making history in a good sense in the third quarter? They came out of the locker room ready to eat. A 32-8 run. They score a franchise record in a quarter. 52 points. Third most from any team in a quarter this season. That's how outrageous scoring has gotten in the NBA. 18 points from Anthony Edwards, 14 points from Julius Randle. Both were in their bag tonight. Wolves with another huge lead. It was 22, this time hitting the fourth. Would the result be the same? Well, Memphis, they were able to cut it to 10, but it would not get any closer. Final ends 141-125. That is 266 points cumulative in this game. Wow. Wolves duo delivers. Edwards 44 points, 13 of 19 shooting. He was efficient, 7 of 11 from 3. Will he end the NBA season the leader in three-point makes? He's got a good chance. Unethical, though, 11 of 13 from the free throw line, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists from Julius Randle. Minnesota rips the Nets. They go 20 of 44 from 3, 55.2% from the field. Was there any defense? No. Another grenade throw from Morant. You probably surmised that from the thumbnail on his way to 36 points. Don't ask me. Jalen Wells, the good news in this one, took that hard fall, had the broken wrist, was in the hospital. He was on the Memphis bench for this game tonight. Great to see him back, but his team catching a loss. We will deal with what the implications are seeding-wise once we get there. Let's go through the other 5 games. Games with playoff seeding implications. New York Knicks, Detroit Pistons. Pistons, one of the best, if not the best stories in the NBA this year. Their turnaround from having won 15 games last season to putting themselves in a playoff position this year. JB Bickerstaff, my coach of the year vote. New York, with a win tonight, they would clinch the 3 seed. A loss would still keep the door barely open for the Pacers to swipe the 3. A Detroit loss would lock them into the 6 seed. Still a chance, though, to get the 5 as there are 2 games remaining after tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks, the team that they are chasing. The Pistons open with an early lead. The Knicks, though, control the second and through the middle of the third, going up 13 points. 2 big runs take back the lead and seal it for Detroit. A 22-9 run in the middle of the third and a 21-8 run from the 9:55 mark on in the fourth. It's a game of runs. Pistons, a team that knows how to come back and close games. Watch out. That had always been the problem. Finished 115-106. Another big night from Cade Cunningham. 36 points on 16 of 24 shooting. Supremely ethical for free throw attempts. He's had many unethical nights for sure. 18 points, 13 rebounds, double-double from Jalen Duren. Count me in for this as the first round matchup I want to see in the East. Knicks-Pistons would be dope. The Knicks loss, well, the Pacers were in action and could make up ground. They were hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs resting some regulars already locked into the best record in the East. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley did not go. Didn't stop them, though, from a double-digit lead. 11 into the middle of the third period. From there, it's a game of runs. 18-6 for the Pacers to snag the lead back. Cavs come back 10-2. The Pacers close on a 13-3 kick to win the game, 114-112. Big 23 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists from Tyrese Halliburton. Do you remember the start of the season when everyone was wondering what was wrong with Tyrese Halliburton? I think he was maybe hurt then. Seems pretty okay to me now. Does he have an All-NBA potential caliber campaign? We'll see. Pacers win their 6th in a row. The gap to the Knicks now just one game. The Knicks would need to lose out. The Pacers would need to win out. New York hosts Cleveland Friday, so expect the Cavs to be managing bodies in that one and at Brooklyn, so it seems pretty safe for the Knicks, but there is a chance. Indy goes against Orlando Friday and at Cleveland Sunday. Speaking of 6-game win streaks, the Bucks were looking for one of their own. Nikola Jokic spoke of waking the beast in the Nuggets win on Wednesday night. Will a beast his equal Giannis Antetokounmpo with the way that he has been playing all season and lately, hitting the playoffs, finally healthy? What can Giannis do? He's a title winner. Light work for him and the Bucks herd tonight against the Pelicans, 136-111, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 5 dimes for Giannis. Kevin Porter Jr. staying in his bag off the bench, 20 points. The Bucks win, the Pistons win, keeps the gap at 2. So how does that break down? Well, Detroit would have to win both in a home-and-home Friday and Sunday between the two. If Detroit does that, they are the 5 seed. It would be decided on the 4th tiebreaker, as the head-to-head would be even. Division record would be even at 7-9, but Detroit would have a better conference win percentage. Final game of the night, the Hawks soar over the Nets, 133-109. A monster game from the, I know you all know it, the number 1 pick. Yes, the Frenchman, Zach Rizache, 38 points, 15 of 20 shooting, double-double, 24 points, 12 assists from Trae Young. The Hawks win keeps them a game up on Chicago in the East play-in. All right, let's run through the standings picture. Already gave you some insight, but let's elaborate. The East is easy. Knicks in the 3, Pacers in the 4. That slim chance that the Pacers could swap positions, but not likely given the opponents for both. Already laid out the Bucks-Piston scenario. Detroit would need both to elevate into the 5. No advantage there as you don't get to play at home, so you ask yourself, if you are Detroit or if you are Milwaukee, who would you rather play, the Knicks or the Pacers in round 1? That situation is dynamic, but if you have a chance, if you're either of those teams, do you strategically load manage to try to guide yourself to one of the opponents? Worth watching those two to see. The West picture, a little clearer after the games on Thursday night, but still tiebreaker galore. The Lakers control their own destiny. They have 2 games left. They need one of those 2 as wins. Houston Friday in LA or at Portland Sunday. If they get one of those, they wrap up the 3. If they win both, they still can't catch Houston. Houston's locked in to the 2. They are part of this equation. The Nuggets control their destiny as well. If they win both their remaining games, they have the 4, assuming that the Lakers win one of 2. If the Lakers lose both and the Nuggets win both, well, it'll be the Nuggets in the 3, the Lakers in the 4. Denver hosts Memphis on Friday night, and they go at Houston Sunday. The Clippers cannot vault the Nuggets, assuming that the Nuggets handle their business, but Wins against Sacramento, they play at on Friday, and then Golden State would put them in the 5. Houston has nothing to play for at this point other than the pride of their second team. So if we assume the rest will continue for them, the LA Lakers game and the Denver Nuggets game, they would be favored to win those. Big game for Denver is the Friday night matchup against Memphis. The Warriors, Grizzlies, and Wolves, speaking of, are 3 teams fighting for the one guaranteed playoff chair at this point. Currently sits Golden State, Memphis, Minnesota. That's the order after the results tonight, and that is on the second 3 or more team tie breaker, which is win percentage amongst games between the teams. So right now, Golden State has the best, Minnesota has the worst amongst all the games played between those 3 teams. The Wolves' remaining schedule is the easiest. They go Brooklyn, Utah, both at home. The Warriors have to go at the Blazers and then against the Clippers. The Grizzlies have the toughest as they play a travel back-to-back at Denver Friday night and then Sunday against Dallas. Dallas could potentially be playing to secure hosting a 9-10 play-in game with the Kings. So we'll see how Friday then plays all that out. Grizzlies, Nuggets, Warriors, Clippers loom the largest implication-wise, those 2 games. Grizzlies, Nuggets Friday night, Warriors, Clippers on Sunday. If it comes down to the Warriors-Clippers game, all the other teams winning the games that they should, I know that it doesn't work that way, but a Clippers win in that contest would put them in the 5, the Wolves in the 6, the Warriors in the 7, the Grizzlies in the 8. A Warriors win, it would still go Clippers in the 5, Warriors in the 6, Wolves in the 7, Grizzlies in the 8. So it will be very interesting to see how that all comes together. Do teams handle their business in the games that they have Friday night? And then we will have a clear picture of Sunday, what the stakes will be. I just need to save the PDF of the NBA tiebreak scenario. It has been crazy. I've been going all the way down to 4 tiebreaks for some to figure it out. The Cavs lost tonight. The Thunder secure the best overall record in the NBA for the 2024-25 NBA regular season, which made me put my thinking cap on and dig up a stat that I was curious about. Last 10 years, the best regular season record, and going on to then win the NBA Finals, how many times did it happen? Just 3. Last year for the Boston Celtics, the Golden State Warriors in the 2016-17 season, and the 14-15 Warriors. So 3 out of 10 times did the NBA's best regular season record across all the teams, all 30 of them, go on to win the NBA title. Thunder securing the best record in the league. Will they be the title winners? Well, we're going to find out come playoff time. Heavy Pour leading scorer of the night, presented by Portland Water. Check them out at drinkpdxwater.com. Shout out to the gang at Portland Water, early believers in Z's and threes. Anthony Edwards, he is your Heavy Pour leading scorer with a double quattro 44. Dunk of the night, Obi Toppin, an uncontested dunk contest through the legs jam for the 2022 NBA Slam Dunk champ. Reggie Miller apparently thought that Kevin Harlan was blind on the call because he asked him if he saw that he went between the legs, which it was blatantly obvious that he did. Performance of the night presented by Contract Year. Play in your contract year. Well, it is a 3-way split. Edwards, with his 44 points in the game that his team needed to bounce back from that loss. Efficient as hell, as he would say. Channeling his inner Michael Jordan per the post-game interview, said he had watched a bunch of MJ cut-ups from his shooting coach prior to the game. It definitely showed. Cade Cunningham's 36 and also a new career high. Usually if you get a career high, you can find your way into the performance of the night for the number 1 pick. Could he be Rookie of the Year? He's making a case for himself, a late push. 38 from Zachary Rizache of the Atlanta Hawks. What to watch Friday night? As mentioned, whole league is in action. There's 15 games. In the West race, the big one is the Memphis Grizzlies, the Denver Nuggets. Memphis on the travel back-to-back. The Nuggets, their first game at home since firing their head coach, Michael Malone. Handle your business games for the other West race teams. Does one slip up? Keep an eye on Golden State at Portland and the Clippers at Sacramento. First of two between Milwaukee and Detroit. That's on NBA TV. Let's see how those two teams approach those games. Sunday, well, we will have another full slate. There are 7 games starting at 1 Eastern, then the remaining 8 at 3:30. 2 days of action, 30 games left in the NBA regular season. Z's and threes, we're going to go live on Sunday. So come on and join us as the playoff picture will clarify. Big shout out to all of you that have subscribed. If you're not yet, like and subscribe, share with a friend. Enjoy the weekend. We will see you back here Sunday. Come join us for a regular season finale watch party. Peace.